Hi, I'm Kelly from Community Renewal and I work in the Next Step team. We support people into work in Edinburgh or people who are already working if they're looking for a different job, a better job, a complete career change. We can support you as well. So today I'm just doing a video in 5 top tips for online interviews. So the first tip really is to make sure you know what the platform is that the employer wants to use. So lots of people at the moment are using Zoom, which is free and it's quite easy to use. But it might be that it's a different platform. It might be that it's Skype or something else. So it's really important that when you get invited to the online interview, the employer is likely to tell you what the platform is. And if they don't, then you have to obviously ask. But give yourself plenty time to make sure you download it onto your computer. You have a few practice runs with friends, family, with us. You're more than welcome to try with us, and it doesn't matter if you don't get it right initially. That's the whole point, so that when you're actually having your interview, you're more likely to get it right. So give yourself plenty time to have a practice. It's really important, tip number 2, that you prepare for the interview as you would a face-to-face interview. It's really important that you ask what type of interview it is. So is it going to be competency based? And we're going to have more videos and events that will explain a bit more about competency based interviews. So know what the format is so you can really prepare some meaty examples for that. Is there going to be a presentation? And if there is a presentation, do you know how to share your screen so that you can talk yourself and talk to your new potential employer through that presentation with as minimal fuss as possible, so it looks like you know what you're doing, that you have practiced. Make sure that you've got space in your house is tip number 3. So whilst we're all at home, some of us have got children, there might be several people in the family. It's really important to find a space that you can make as quiet as possible so that you can really focus. If there's lots of noise, then that's going to distract the employer as well, and that's how they're going to remember you. You want them to remember you by the person that had the best answers. So really think about where you're going to sit. So you want to have a background that is not covered in inappropriate posters or that's not going to be too distracting. So think about the position that you sit. Try and think about having some light in front of you so that you're not sitting in darkness with shadows, so that they can really see your face and connect to you as much as they possibly can, even although it's online. So find a good space. Tip number 4 is to have your CV and your application form in front of you. You might also want a pen and paper so you can jot down some notes. I would suggest this for being in an interview anyway. And if they're asking you questions about your CV, you've got it there. You don't need to get up and leave the room and find it. And that's about showing them that you're really prepared as well. You probably want to have a glass of water, again, just as you would in a face-to-face interview. And tip number 5, and a lot of the time when I talk to people, they don't think it's necessarily that important, but it is really, really key to how you're going to behave in your interview, is to make sure that you are wearing smart clothing. And that is from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. So there's a bit of a joke around using these video calls that, you only have to think about waist up because the employer can't see you. Friends and family that you're chatting to can't see you, so you could be sitting in your jammy bottoms. But actually, psychologically, by getting up and putting on smart clothing, and that might be your favourite smart shoes as well, that does something to your brain. That creates a different focus so that you can find the answers to the questions that you need, because you're feeling good, you're feeling confident, you're feeling strong, you're feeling skilled. Your brain works by association. So when you've got your pajamas on, then your brain is saying, okay, it's time to relax. It's time to relax. It's time to slow the brain down because I'm about to go to bed. So that's my top 5 tips. Do keep watching because we're going to have lots of videos and live events coming up. And we'll be showcasing different topics around interview skills and around body language, CV skills, and we'll be talking to partners as well. So if you have got any online interviews coming up, definitely get in touch with us and we can practice with you as much as you need to. And good luck.